Hi my fellow flossers, welcome back to my channel. I haven't decided what I want to call you because like friends didn't seem like good enough. Maybe flossies, flossers. When I think of flossies, I think of Fosse, like Bob Fosse. Yes, I love Broadway. Just a little bit. Anyway, so today's video is well, you guys know that I love cross stitch, and I'll put a link in the description about why I love cross stitch. It's a little video called My Cross Stitch Story. But I've been doing cross stitch since I was very, very little, since I was about 8 years old, and I was taught by my mom and my sister, and this was like in the dark ages, before YouTube even existed. Maybe it was the blink in someone's eye, I don't know, but I know it didn't existed. Like, I learned how to do this before internet was in homes, okay? Old school. Anyway, so I wanted to make a video on terminology that I've seen in my Facebook groups that I've joined in, and ever since I've been like, oh my gosh, other people know what cross stitch is besides me? What? That's just crazy talk. So I wanted to make a little video on some of the terms that I've seen that other people use that I had never heard of before. And some of you are probably like, Liz, that's an obvious one. Well, to me it wasn't because no one ever taught me that word. It was just, like I said in previous videos, it's just me and my mama. That's it. And please watch till the end of this video because I've decided to add a little segment to the end of each of my videos. I want to feature your guys' work. So I do have someone that I'm going to feature their work at the end of my video, and these are the requirements. You need to follow me on Instagram, and you need to subscribe to my channel. That's it, pretty simple, and I would love to feature some crafty that you did. Of course, I love cross stitch, but it doesn't have to be cross stitch. It can be crocheting, knitting, tatting, anything that you can think of. As long as you made it and you're proud of it, I would love to feature it at the end of my video. And just, you know, message me your picture, and who knows, maybe next week you'll be on my video. So, like I said, you have to follow me on Instagram and you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Excellent. We got that taken care of. All right. So the first term that I wanted to talk about was something called confetti stitching. Now, I'd never heard of this before, but it makes a ton of sense when someone explains it to me. Again, okay, I just learned how to edit photos in to videos. I'm sure as you saw my video last week, so I'll try and put a picture next to my head somewhere. So I learned that confetti stitching means when you've got like this tiny little section that has tons of different colors in it. So it makes sense. It's like you blew confetti onto your work and all these different colors show up. It makes tons of sense. When I thought about what it was and I looked at pictures of what it was, I'm like, oh, gross. I hate that. I hate going into a section that has like 10 colors of 1 or 2 squares in one little spot. That's one of the things I hate about cross stitching. I'll do it, of course, because I want to finish the project, but I will leave it to like the end because I hate it. Oh, so that was one of the new terms that I had learned. Another one that I had learned was called railroading or railroad or whatever. So I was like, well, what does that mean? And that means when you're in a section, and again, I'll either try to put like a little video of, because I learned that I railroad. That is the way that I do my cross stitching. So you start going one way in one direction, and then you come back going the other way in the other direction. This is really great to do when you've got a big chunk of one color in one section. It's the best way to go about it. I do this every chance that I can. This is what I love to do. And I've also learned that I do it backwards. And I recently read the instructions on something that you're supposed to go from the bottom to the top each time. I go from the top to the bottom, and it's like you're reading paper. So I go from left to right, top to bottom. I found out recently that's backwards. You're supposed to go right to left, bottom to top to start out, and then you go the other way. I'm talking a lot with my hands today. All right, so that was the next term that I noticed that I've learned about. Another one is called parking, and that is another way of doing cross stitch. And I've seen people do this, and I can't wrap my head around on how to do it. Please comment below if you're one of those people. Maybe I'll watch another video of how someone, like, it's when you see those photos and you see all like the strings, like you're using multiple needles at once, and you're parking your thread until you use it, or your floss, until you use it into the next square. And it makes sense, and in in a definition I did see that it means you can go faster, but I don't think I'd really like to do it that way. I think that would bug me and I would need a lot more space. But to anybody that does parking as their way of doing this, please let me know how much you enjoy it and why it's your favorite way of doing cross stitch. Because I had no idea there were so many different ways to cross stitch. I had no clue, but I think it's really cool. Then, now I wanted to get into some of the terms that kind of make me giggle a little bit. So I noticed on a couple of my Facebook groups that I'm in, you see people make a comment of, oh, the frog visited me last night, or oh, the frog was here yesterday, give him to someone else. I'm like, the frog? The frog? What do you mean the frog? I don't get what this means. And someone had explained it to me that it's when you have to rip out your stitches because you're ripping and it makes a rivet sound, so it's called frogging when you have to pull out your stitches. I think that is the coolest, funniest term for something that sucks so bad. So I thought that was a really, really funny term. I enjoyed that one a lot. And then I have to say, and I have to look at, I have my little notes here. One of my favorite terms that I learned is sable, I think. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me look that up. Okay, I found my little chart that someone had sent to me. So it's sable, S-A-B-L-E, stash accumulated beyond life expectancy. That one makes me laugh. Now, I know a lot of people, because, you know, you're always like, oh, just one more project, just one more project. Now, I know my mom has like an entire craft room dedicated to all the projects she will never get to that I will inherit. So I guess I kind of have a sable stash, but for me, I don't know, I think it's because how my mom taught me you don't start a project until you finish another one. So you won't see me working on multiple cross stitches at once, unless I can do this full time. Maybe someday, that's my hope. And I could work on multiple projects at once, but I don't have that kind of time on my hands. So I'll only work on one project at a time. So I don't really buy projects because I know the ones I'm working on right now are going to take me forever. I've got, you know, these Thomas Kincaid Disney ones, they're going to take me a long time. So I haven't really bought any. Also, just recently I've been learning that I can buy all these patterns online. So who knows, maybe my stash will grow. That's code for it will grow. The other ones that I really enjoyed were toad, trashed, object, abandoned, in disgust. That one made me laugh really loud because I do have one of those in my lifetime. And the funny thing is, I didn't trash it. I still have it somewhere, but I screwed up so bad on the stitches. I think I did the wrong color for like half the chart because it was a small chart, and I was just so mad and so disgusted at myself. So that one was really relatable. And the other one I really liked was UFO, an unfinished project. So maybe I'll do, you know, a part 2 of this because I'm learning so many new terms and my vernacular is growing. Vernacular, there's a big word of the day. So I'm learning so much since I opened my eyes and figured out, hey, the internet exists, Liz. Welcome to 2018. And I'm learning that so many other people are so much better at cross stitch than me, and some of their work just absolutely blows me away. Speaking of which, the person I want to reveal now, because we've come to the end of my video, I just wanted to talk about those few terms that I've learned. Any other ones that you know of that you think are funny, please comment below, and because I love to laugh and I love to hear some of the really funny ones or something that you've come up with yourself. Who knows, maybe we can make that a trend. Anyway, so the picture that I'm going to feature, and I will feature it right here at the end of my video, is none other than my mom, Kathleen, with a K. Make sure it's with a K. She always is very particular about that. Now, my mom is a very big, she sent me lots of pictures of all the ones that she likes. Of course, my mom follows me on Instagram, and of course, she is subscribed to my channel. So shout out to you, Mama. Now, my mom sent me a bunch of pictures of all the ones that she's done, and the one that I chose is one that in my mind, describes my mom to a T. If you wanted to know who Kathleen was with a K, it's the American flag. She made this cross stitch. It took her a really long time, and she wanted me to finish it for her, but I made her finish it on her own. So if you want to be featured on next week's video, make sure you follow these steps. Follow me on Instagram, Disney Craft Girl, and subscribe to this channel. And then please, I think the best way to go about this is if you DM me on Instagram, send me a picture of whatever the project is that you are so proud of. Like I said, it doesn't have to be cross stitch. It could be knitting, it could be tatting, it could be crocheting. It could be the tiniest little crochet that you made, the first one you ever made, and you're so proud of it. Or something, a puppet you made with a sock. I don't care. I just want to see what you've made, and I want to see what you enjoy, and I want to share that with the rest of the world. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share me with your friends, guys, because I want other people to enjoy cross stitch as much as I do. Thank you so much. It would really mean a lot to me if you would subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I love you guys. Bye.